Previously on Coffee Vlog.
しんちゃん、散歩行きますか。
犬が笑っている。
Hello everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a video. What's that? Come in!
I returned.
Oh my god! So it's a coffee vlog, not really coffee vlog, root beer vlog. Steve's here.
Hi, welcome back everyone.
Well, welcome back. Yeah, this is coffee vlog number 24 XXIV. This is a one-off. We're not returning to it, but Steve's back in London, so what the heck, let's do one. Steve, how you been?
Fine, very good, yeah.
Right, that's good.
Just finished my first
Yeah, that's
semester
good.
of my
That's
master's
good.
study. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Cool, yeah. What have you been up to?
Not much.
Ah, interesting. Tell me more.
But how's life? How's uni been going for you?
Well, good and bad, I guess. Seeing as, I did psychology first, now I'm in cognitive science, which has got a lot more computer science in it and stuff. So in my first semester, I've actually not had a single proper psychology lecture, but more programming, maths, stuff like that.
And you were learning coding before, weren't you?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Fairly well, I guess.
Are you a hacker now?
Yeah.
You know how to hack?
Yeah.
Because
later on,
everyone that codes.
Yeah, like
knows
when
how to
you
hack.
upload this video, I'm gonna hack it to 10 billion views because I'm so good after.
That's definitely going to happen, everyone. 10 billion views. So, if you're new to coffee vlogs, we talk about television, movies, music,
Life.
life. Let's get into this. We haven't written down anything like we usually do. Improvising this time. Television. Did you ever finish Lost?
Yes, I actually did
You
finish.
finished Lost. Last episode. How do you feel about it? Do you feel cheated? Do you feel like it was just bullshit watching a whole show for it to lead up to that? Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Lost.
It depends. I'll try to avoid them.
Yeah.
But, yeah. What should I say? I wasn't expecting that ending. Definitely.
You weren't expecting that.
Yeah, not at all.
I don't know. I feel that it was not a lazy ending, but just like it wasn't as creative as it could have been, and it just felt like what was really going on the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I was scared that something like this might happen because throughout the series, every now and then you have those quite religious episodes from time to time.
Yeah.
And those just weirded me out when they just came out of nowhere. It wasn't really bringing the storyline anywhere. It's just one random character thinking, well, today I'm going to do something very religious, which doesn't fit to what has been happening the last couple of episodes. So yeah. I guess it did kind of tie up some loose ends, but it just wasn't really very satisfying.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think a lot of people that watched it. How many seasons was it again?
6, I think.
6 seasons. I don't know. I remember sort of being disappointed by that because I do enjoy a lot of the rest of the show. That sounded. Have you watched more of The Walking Dead? You started The Walking Dead, didn't you?
I had started it, but I haven't continued watching it yet because my girlfriend and I, we watch it together, and she's a bit scared of zombies and all that. So lately we've actually been watching more comedy stuff, but once we've finished what we're currently watching, which is Dead Like Me, also an older show, then we're probably going to be coming back.
I've not seen Dead Like Me in a long time, but
it's a funny show.
I remember enjoying it. I just watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which I think you should watch at some point. It is about pretty much sort of 5. Well, it starts out as 4. They're sort of horrible people, but that's the sort of the chemistry of the show, that they're horrible people, but you can sort of That's the funny thing about it. That they're horrible people. You see them doing all these horrible things, but after a while you start to sort of get on with the characters. And I've been watching season 11, which has been very, very good. I don't know if did you ever watch Breaking Bad or not? You should watch Breaking Bad at some point. But Better Call Saul, the prequel show, is back now, and it's already better than the first season. Like the first season, it was a bit of a mess, but I still really enjoyed it. But this new season, I've been understanding a lot more. So yeah, that's that. With television, what we're trying to do with this today is not make it half an hour long, because everyone really enjoys
Shorter videos, yeah.
shorter videos. I don't know if you ever enjoyed half an hour long ones, but yeah. Next up, we're going to talk about movies. What's the best movie that you've seen recently?
Well, it depends on how you're measuring it. In terms of entertainment value, I definitely say Deadpool.
Yep.
Even though I did see it in a German cinema.
Yeah, I still find that. I don't know how I feel about. I feel dubbing has always been a weird thing to me. I think because you know English, so I'm guessing like you said, you're still going to try and see it in English. But you enjoyed.
I enjoyed the movie. Yeah. Tried to pick up on all the small little jokes or cameos in between, like the whole beginning part.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about it because there might be people here who haven't seen it yet. So
if you haven't,
watch it.
Go and see Deadpool. Yeah. For me, I don't know if you agree with this, but I think it is one of Marvel's. Yeah, I know it's not in the Marvel universe. It's released by Fox, but I still think it's one of their best films, and it's pretty much my favourite new Marvel film. For me, it was like Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and those type of films. But I don't know. I feel like this is pushing it more, and now because of this being an R-rated, the next Wolverine film is now going to be R-rated. So sorry for that, but yeah, that's anything else.
Well, coming back to the whole dubbing thing, I told you earlier about the whole Stan Lee cameo, which doesn't come as well into effect as it does in the English version, because he's speaking in German, and obviously it's not Stan Lee himself speaking.
How do you know? How do you know it's not? You know when Guardians of the Galaxy, I am Groot, Vin Diesel recorded that in every single language for all those.
My friend Kirsten actually literally told that to me yesterday, I think.
It's ridiculous. I remember watching it, and it's just him like in a recording studio recording all of them just for that to happen. That's sort of dedication to the film if you do that. So
have you heard that apparently he might be playing like a silent character in the next movie as well? Yeah, really? Like some character who just doesn't speak. So he's going to be playing him, but he's going to be speaking Groot.
That's cool then. I'm excited for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume. I think it's Volume 2. I think that's what it's called. But that should be cool. Any other good movies, or is that the best one that Deadpool's the best that you've seen?
As I said, like in general entertainment value, it's the best one I've seen.
Yeah.
But if you look at stuff like artistic value, then I've seen The Lobster.
Yeah.
Which I told you about earlier, which
I haven't spoken. I haven't spoken about it on YouTube yet. But The Lobster
very
is
interesting.
Yeah, it's a film that if you don't find love in how many days was it? 30 days or something, or in. I can't remember how many days was it that you had to find love, otherwise you get turned into an animal.
I think wasn't it slightly different for everyone?
Yeah, like
to begin with as well.
And you get more days if you do certain things. So yeah, you have to do that. So it's a very weird film, but it's done by a director who does these really weird and creative films. If you should check out, he did a film called Dogtooth, which is about these two sisters and a brother who are kept in this house by their dad. And the mum and dad tell them that words are things that are different in the world, so they believe that these words are different things than like the word zombie is a yellow flower. So it's all but it's definitely worth checking it out. But yeah, he does some really weird films. He did one where when a family member dies, they come back as a clone gets made of them for them to be with the person. So yeah, the Lobster is one to really check out. But yeah, I think that's the ones that have sort of stood out to me recently, and I've already spoken about Glasgow Fright Festa. Let's talk about some video games. You played anything good recently?
Not too much actually.
Did you get XCOM 2?
Not yet.
Not yet. Waiting for it to.
Well, as I still got exams coming up, I just didn't want to buy a brand new game. What I have been playing lately is actually an older game. It's called Gothic. It's an old RPG game.
Oh really?
By Piranha Bytes. It was actually originally made in, I think, Germany or Austria, so that's why I got to know it as a kid. I've played it through so many times, and it's just kind of got that nostalgia value for me. So there's Gothic 1, 2, 3, and Arcania as well. Have you heard of that?
Okay, I'm not sure if the name rings a bell, but I don't know if I've ever really seen
Well, basically, the more it progressed, or actually 1 and 2 are pretty good. 3 is considered not as good, but I love the soundtrack. It's a good soundtrack for studying too, in my opinion. And 4 is just really linear, not a good RPG game. It's just a hack and slash. But yeah, to those people out there who might know the games, want to say something about it?
Yep. Comment down below. I've just been playing Fallout 4 a lot. It's sad that you don't. You need to, if you had a console, but I think when you do finally, if you do finally get like a good PC or whatever, then
yeah,
it's one to definitely play. It's just a beautiful world to explore, and I keep finding, like, I will run certain places, I keep finding new things, keep finding new creatures. Like the other day, I was just walking along, and I've played the other game, so I know the creatures, but I was walking along, and then something made me jump, like a giant scorpion. Like I was walking past, and there was no, you don't see them around, but they're scorpions that hide underneath the sand, so you're just walking along, the next minute it will just jump out, and I'm like, oh god, and you have to try and run from it. So yeah, it's really cool. I've been enjoying that a lot, and you should, if you get the chance, then play at some point. Music. You've been listening to One Direction's new album?
Of course.
You've been listening to Zayn Malik, who left One Direction. You've been listening to his new album?
Absolutely. Don't know the person.
That's the music we listening to.
We be listening to
this music. Yo, what's up? Time. No. What you really been listening?
I've been listening to. Have you heard of Tame Impala?
Tame Impala, no.
Yeah, it's like
Tame Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, Tame Oompa Loompa. No, it's kind of like a pretty new band that tried to sound a bit like a lot of rock bands from the 70s.
Well, for the 70s, I didn't listen to music from the 2010s.
Apart from that, yeah. As I was doing a lot of studying lately, I was just listening to video game soundtracks because I think they're really good to study to.
I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you.
Like the Transistor soundtrack is pretty good. Bastion soundtrack.
Bastion's a very good soundtrack.
Borderlands 2 soundtrack. Like all these soundtracks are really atmospheric. They're great for studying, in my opinion.
Binding of Isaac. You should listen to it. If you ever played that, the soundtrack, that's really good.
Thing is, I find Binding of Isaac too depressing. I can't play it.
They did a redux as well of it recently, like a new complete. So just let's say this: if you're hearing a lot of noise, there is people around downstairs. So if you hear it, that's the reason. If you can hear music and people shouting, then sorry about that party going on downstairs. But no, music, game soundtracks are always good to listen to. There's a lot of good movie soundtracks I've sort of listened to as well. Any other stuff you've been listening to, or is it just?
It's been mainly that, I think. Yeah.
I don't know. I've listened to quite a bit of different stuff. Like Kendrick Lamar is sort of. It does have its new sound to it, but at the same time, it feels like there's some of the songs on the album called "To Pimp a Butterfly." It's a bit To Pimp a Butterfly sounds like a weird name, but the songs on it sound sort of like 90s sort of rap, like when like NWA and that sort of thing, and like Biggie and so that sort of music. It feels like that type of genre of thing, which is quite interesting. And there's he does sometimes rap about like the things that you expect from sort of those type of rap. He also raps about like there's a song I where he raps about depression, which is a really great song. And there's not really, if you listen to the whole album, every song isn't the same. Like some of them do sound the same, but a lot of them have like really cool guitar parts on them, and it's a really interesting rap album. If you haven't, Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly, listen to it. And then I listened to
and now you can take a breath.
yeah, another album I listened to is Riot Boy by Leaf, but it's spelled like LE1F. But he's a guy
Lef.
It's just, but they pronounce it Leaf. But he's a rapper that a lot of people, I don't know, he hasn't really got out there as much because he's a gay rapper. But there's a lot of people like, oh, this stuff, and because his music videos are a bit weird, instead of having female dancers in his music videos, and Lizzie went to a live show as well, he has male backup dancers, so they're doing the exact same dances that the female backup dancers do, and like his music videos are quite sort of creative and interested in that way, and his song, like all the songs are sort of different, but yeah, that's another album that I've been listening to, which I've really been enjoying, and I've been listening to Slipknot a lot, again, because they're a great band, and I've just been listening to a lot of their stuff.
What books are you reading at the moment?
I'm reading Mouse at the moment, which is the alternative sort of universe to the Holocaust. It's all true story. It's very depressing, but it's a really, really interesting one as well. It's a sort of cool to have a different take on the Holocaust, and well, not cool because the Holocaust.
Tell me about it.
The Holocaust is a horrible thing, but it's interesting because the Jews in it are mice, Polish are pigs, the Nazis are cats, and then the Americans are dogs. So that's the really cool thing about it. It's very well told, very well written, and I'm really enjoying that. That's the main book, and then I'm reading. Got this stuff in front of me now. Huck at the moment, which is the 4th issue, which I'm going to read. I bought that today, but it's a superhero film. Superhero film. It's been made into a film. Superhero comic, where not superhero really. It's where the guy is pretty much like Superman, but he's a guy that helps everyone in the town. Like there's a time where he goes to a drive-through and he pays for everyone's food at the back. And then, sort of in the town, people find out about him where he doesn't ever want to get found out because he tracks down people because there's something in his mind where he can track down these people and tracks down like this person's dog, saves the dog, and there's just some like really emotional parts to it because like the town find out about him and the mayor wants him to be like the image for him. And he goes to a hotel and there's cats outside the hotel, and he's like, "Oh, those cats look starving. They haven't been fed in ages," and he looks really sad about it. And then later on he goes back to his hotel room and orders all of the food from the hotel just to feed to the cats outside. So it's like this really... It's nice to see that in the comic, and it's really like sort of emotional and a beautiful story because it's done by Mark Miller, who did like Kick-Ass, those type of things. And I don't know, I was disappointed by Kick-Ass 3, but with this, Mark Miller has got my respect back because it's a really good comic so far. I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, that's the main things I've been reading. How about you?
I've been reading The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, of which I've also been watching the old BBC series from end of the 80s or something. That's a pretty enjoyable book. Quite funny. Quite different to the movie from 2002, I think.
I think it was. Yeah, I think so.
Pretty good.
I haven't seen that film in a long time.
And afterwards I'm going to be reading some of the philosopher Albert Camus. Don't know what the book's name is, like Outlander or something like that.
Outlander.
Not Outlander, but it's
Outlander's
something
a
kind of like
film
that.
as well, I think.
I can't remember what, but yeah, I'm going to be reading some of that next. Apart from that, how's life?
How's life? It's good. I'm enjoying it. It looks like it's going to be a quiet week for me this week because I haven't had any calls for work yet. So I'm going to try and play some more Fallout 4, watch some movies, carrying on a Disturbed movie series on my YouTube. So I'm having fun watching lovely Disturbed movies at the moment. How about you? How's your life? How's it been? We haven't seen each other in since May last year.
May? No, it must have been around June, I think.
June, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time.
Yeah. I'm well. I mean, as I said earlier, I'm currently in my examination phase. Uni had like an exam on computer science. Got one more to go after my week here in London. Or around London, as I was in Brighton as well. I'm going to be Canterbury, just visiting a few friends. I'm going to have one more exam on neuroscience. So I've been learning how different brain scanners work, what they do, and stuff like that, because that's also a part of cognitive science.
I'm trying to think what films are out there that have done stuff about neuroscience before.
I'm sure there's a few.
Yeah, I know there's definitely a few that I've seen, like sci-fi movies that have done it.
Yeah, but yeah, apart from that, I mean, I'm just living a fairly quiet student life outside of the town of Tübingen. That's where I'm currently studying in Germany. Yeah, I guess life's good. After my exam, see what I'm going to do. I'm going to have about 1.5 months off and maybe travel a bit more then, or see what I do.
Sounds very interesting. It's good to good to do an update.
Yeah.
You know, tell people about our lives. And I got a new Pez. It's R2D2. Do you like a Pez? There we go. I've got to get in shot. You take it. There we go. Wow. Now I get mine. There we go.
Incredible.
So, finished the root beer. You finished yours, Steve. You still got some left. That's coffee vlog, but not really coffee vlog. One-off special. You know, when it's one of those things where, you know, the TV show disappears for ages, and we're just a video on YouTube, but you know where the thing
basically we're just doing this to get the money, and it's actually really bad in comparison to the original show.
Yeah, we're just coming back for that one-off special because we wanted to. Hope you enjoyed this. Sound down in the comments down below what you enjoyed best about this.
If you have any questions or suggestions for future coffee vlogs, I mean,
Future coffee vlogs that will
I
happen.
might be in London again at some point in my life.
And I'll be in Germany sometime this year as well. Probably,
Hopefully.
Hopefully very soon. Yeah, that's that. Go and breed dogs hanging out of windows. Seemed like a plug there, didn't it? That seemed like a advert plug. That's all for today. Thank you very much. We will see you all again very soon. I don't know when you'll next be in a video, Steve. Probably 10 months time. No, it won't be that long. It'll be a few months.
About 9.5.
9.5, yeah. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this. And we'll see you all again very, very soon. Goodbye.